So this is a quick web development roadmap you can see. First we will learn about HTML, then we will continue towards CSS, and then we will continue towards JavaScript. And additionally, we will learn about Figma, some few basics of Figma, then we will complete our roadmap. And there's a short flowchart about HTML, what we are going to learn. First of all, we will learn about what is it. It is okay, and then after we'll learn about its objectives. Then we will go towards structure, and after learning structure, we will go towards publishing and hosting. Then we will learn about tags and attributes, and finally we will build a project by ourselves, and then we will complete HTML. And afterwards, we can continue towards CSS and JavaScript. What is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. What is the meaning of hypertext and markup? Hypertext is a part of HTML which refers to the text that contains links to other texts or resources. Unlike a traditional linear text that you read from beginning to the end, hypertext allows you to navigate non-sequentially. For example, if let's imagine there is a website and shows option like contact us. If you click this us option, example, you will click this option, then it will navigate you through another part. For example, it will navigate to the section where it writes all about its contents, like our contacts with the owner or something like that. This meaning it connects the text with another page or another part of the website, which helps us to navigate easily, like not like the linear text. So the meaning of hypertext is like that you can understand it. And what's the meaning of markup language then? Markup. Markup refers to the act of annotating or defining the structure and meaning of the content within the document. In the context of HTML, this means you use special codes like elements and attributes. We will learn this afterwards. Tell the browser what each piece of content represents. Like for example, I have represented an image, like there is a grocery list where we write about that produce as like grains, dairies, or stuff, and about the details with the help of some elements and attributes. We create a list like that. You will understand later on while we will read more about it. Now you can understand this was only, and we can continue towards objectives of HTML. Objective HTML is create a shape and view of HTML document and format a web page using sections, tags, and describe order and unordered list. Explain graphics in HTML document, describing the hypertext links and make it text/image links. You can just take notes about it. We will understand afterwards how HTML actually works. This is a blueprint, the foundation language for creating a web page. Client-server relationship. I have simplified this. First, you as a client gives a request with the help of internet. You give request to the server, and server responds the request. It will show on their browser and by rendering it. And this is the anatomy of HTML document. I will show you download. Structure of HTML document. You can see on the screen. First, we will write HTML. Then we will write the header section. In the header section, we can write the title of the page, and we will continue towards the body section. We will use this body tag, and we will write. I will explain about the tags later on also, and we will close using the HTML tag, closing tag. Let's learn about web publishing and hosting. First of all, I'm going to tell about web hosting. How does web hosting work? Web hosting is a service that makes the website accessible to the public when you sign up for it. Your website uses rented space or a physical server to store all its files and data. For example, you can see I have created a diagram. Website when a user uses website, it communicates with the server through internet to access website files, and the website files are stored in the server. This server is a rented space. Uh, you can buy it or to sign up through different agencies like AWS, and in Nepal you can use Hostinger or NetHost, and you can use it to store all its files and data in the physical server. So that's all for web hosting. And what's web publishing? Web publishing stands for uploading or publishing your website on the internet so others can view it. Just it's like you are publishing your website or uploading your website on the internet, so the public can view it. That's all about publishing and hosting. HTML tags. They are of two types: container tags and non-container, which are also known as paired tags and empty tags. Why are they called so? Because, like for example, if you see the container tags, title is an opening tag and the slash title is a closing tag. S1 is opening tag, slash S1 is a closing tag. They are in a pair, so they are called as pair tags. And in non-container or empty tags, beta, link, image, or BR, they are in a single form, so they don't have a closing tag, so they are called non-container tags. Let's move on. We can see this is an example of tags in a structural form. We can see like first of all we can see doctype HTML. This is a declaration that tells the browser that this is a HTML5 document. What does this mean? HTML5 is a version of HTML. This is the latest version of HTML, and this doctype tells the browser that this is the HTML5 document. And moving on, HTML tag. HTML tag is a root element of the page, and the head tag is a head section is a contains the metadata. We are putting the metadata. You can see downward. This is the metadata. Meta tag specifies that the character encoding for the document, like we can say the width of the content, the initial scale of the content. They are predefined. We don't need to write about meta in the upcoming our projects. We need to only write doctype HTML head closing tag. Inside the head, we can write title. You can see we are using title. This shows the title of the page, and the closing tag and closing tag body. Body is the base section that contains all the visible portion of the web page. Like example, one web page and all the visible portion are shown in the body. So this is a closing tag. This is a HTML closing tag. And what does this P mean? P means paragraph. This means it writes this content, this text inside P in the paragraph form and another text in the paragraph form. Simply we can understand in this way about tags. HTML attributes. While elements define the type of content, attributes provide the additional information or properties for an HTML element. Attributes are always specified in the opening tag of an element and come in name value pairs. You can understand from the below. An attribute consists of attribute name, equal sign, and attribute value. Now I will explain you. Like you can see the image below. This P is a tag. You know it, paragraph tag, and class. Class means you can see I have written here. Class means attribute is specified in the opening tag of an element and copy the name. This name portion is class and value, and the value is highlight. This is attribute. This is attribute name actually. This equals the attribute name, and here style color dot value. This is the attribute value. So you can see here also attribute name and the property you want to set, like the ID, class, style, and equal size plus the attribute promise value. Equal size plus the attribute promise value, and you can see that is a setting of the property always enclosed in a quotation mark, double or a single. Using the double quotes is the most common practice. Using the double quotes are the most common practice. You can use that. And you can see below what is the actual difference between, what's the difference? So see this, uh, okay, this P is a tag, this is closing tag, this is opening tag. This inside the flag we write some content, that's the content, and the element means the whole part. This is called an element. These are some tags that are most commonly used. You can just take a screenshot. I won't tell much about them because I given the description of the text or the tags. You can just see it. Just take a screenshot from the video and you can just uh, learn it, or I will keep the table link or description. As you can screenshot this and we can move to the next part. To create our first HTML page, we need to download a IDE or code editor software. I recommend you to download VS Code, but you can also use other code editors also. You can use the web-based editors also like online GDB compiler or Programmage, etc. But I will use VS Code in this video. So this is the layout of VS Code, and I will showcase you how to create a first page. You need just to click on the file option, then you need to click on open folder, then you need to create one folder and relocate it. And thus I have created a folder already. And here I have created main.html. Let's cut it down and let's create a new file. Then we can write. Wait, I will remove this. I will remove this. So, let's create a new file. I'll add uh, main1.html. You can write anything, but you will write this HTML. This not HTML is the extension. And after you need to write the content here. Now you can see I have written the code. You can just use this lag here because it's not necessary. The metadata is the content you see in the screen like width, scale, and other stuff. This is also not necessary to write. It is by default. A title, this shows the what is title of your page, and here this everything starts from this body, and this is the comment. If you want to write a comment, you can just use exclamation sign and dash, and you can write something like that. This will be a comment, and this will not showcase only. It will showcase only on the code of the program, but it will not showcase on your screen if you display it. And like you have written p.ly, then it will display on this screen. Like I will showcase you display hello on my browser. And if you want to like if you don't want to switch between your browser and your VS Code, and you can just choose an extension. Like I was choosing extension live preview, live preview, and it will help you. It's it's an extension from Microsoft. You need to install it and you can just preview it. Like I've just installed the extension and I can use it show preview. I can click on show preview and it will just showcase me the preview of FSC. I will write hello. It has displayed it. As we have created our first web page, now we will learn about text formatting. Text formatting includes text formatting in headings and paragraphs. These are two parts. First, headings. Like we use tags like H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6 in for writing a heading. For instance, you can just take a screenshot of it and I will explain you in one sentence or two sentences. H1 is the biggest tag. Imagine this is the biggest text and this is smallest text. H1 represents the biggest text in the heading and H6 represents the smallest text. For formatting a paragraph, we can use plenty of tags like B for bold, P for paragraph, and sub underline for you, and many more. So I won't explain more because I have created a table already and you can just look after it. But I will explain about this pre-tag because it's quite interesting. Pre-tag is a powerful tool in HTML, specific scenarios that precise the visual layout, including white spaces, line break. Like you can use is there plenty of spaces in a text. It will create a proper format, or it will decrease or remove the extra spaces, and it will create a systematic format. And it is also used for like ASCII art or log files or index arrangement. And it provides a proper layout. You can just throw read what I have written, and let's see the example. Like example, this is a ASCII code, and no, I mean this is a log file, I can use ASCII code also because it should be in the pre. Other all tags will not use this. Only this will be valid. Pre tag will only use for ASCII art and log files. This is ASCII art example of the code. You can see it. We are gonna learn about list and link. Lists are of two types: unordered list and ordered list. Ordered lists are also known as the UL tag. The ordered lists are a fundamental part of structuring content on the web. They allow you to present a collection of related items without amplifying any specific order or sequence. This means, example, you can see I have created a small demo. Item 1, item 2, item 3, they are written but not in a sequence like 1, 2, 3. They're written like in circle or bullet, we can say a bullet form, a square form. So the structure is UL. UL is the or tag. LI means list and the UL closing tag. So I can just show you a demonstration. So a quick demonstration. Let's run it. So you can see that it has come in, but it's not in a sequence. If I want to make it like a square, then I will type UL type equal to square. Then you can see there it is converted to square, or I can also convert it into disks, discrete. So in this way, you can create ordered list in unique form. And few more attributes are here. If you use Dix, it will create a circle, and circle will create a circle as always, and square will create a field square. And if you use none, then it will remove all the bullet points. This is a short, you can say, it from this tag. And if we go outside ordered list, the also known as the OL tag, it will development presents the clear, effectively paramount of like ordered items is important in that situation or sequence of steps OL tag is used. For example, there's a basic structure. You can see OL, LI tags and OL closing tag. And types attribute can take five different values. Example, if we use default, if we don't write anything, then numeric markers will come. And if we use A lowercase alphabetical marker will come. Cap uppercase A alphabetical marker, lower Roman numerical small I, capital I for upper Roman numerical markers. We can see a short example also quickly. Okay, I have already run it. Also, I can show you again by running it too. So you can see for default it has come 1, 2, 3. And if I want to change it, then I can just type equal to. If I want to change it, I will type equal to uh what I want. Example A. This small A it has come, and if I want capital A it will come. Like this, you can just do it. And definition list, I have forgot to mention it. Definition list, we can say DLTTT tag. List provides a structured way to present terms and their corresponding definitions or descriptions. Unlike other tag, it primarily focuses on sequence of items and definition list. You can see its example below, and so you can see like a table is the main content, and its description is this. CSS is the main content, and its description is this. And I will show you from the VS Code also how to uh, do like this is a code, and I have reviewed it already. You just see it shows like this, the output is like this. DLTT tag, DL is the list, DL is list tag, and DD means the part of description group, and DD means the element or description definition. You can read it all. We're gonna talk about link. Link, also known as a tag, is the ability to link one document to another. Is a foundational aspect. You know that an a tag is used and is with its attribute href, enabling you to connect your HTML page to another resource, like linking one page with another page. When you click that content in one page, you will be linked, teleported or transferred to another page. That's called link. And you can see images. You can for linking images, you can use href, the image directory on your uh, lap- laptop or copy or devices, and just use a tag with href. For documents, you need to use this kind of, you can say, and for email address you can use email.com to integrate it with the user, and for telephone you can just write tel and you can use the telephone number, and this is the method. We are creating a table. We use table, tr, ts, and td tags. Now, what is the meaning of them? I would say it usually. Table is the foundation of a stable table. The table tag is the foundation of a stable table. And tr tag is represents a new row. Ts represents the heading, or we can say the first row of the table. TD, which is these cells contain actual content of the table, such as text, numbers, or even images. For example, you can see here, I have demonstrated an example. I have written it. I will run it shortly. Let's see what's the results. What will the result come? Uh, we can see that it has made a table, and you can also see that I have kept a attribute called border with which equal to 1, and if I increase it, it will increase thickness of the border. If I decrease it, it will decrease the strength. You can creating a form in HTML. Form tag is used to create a form. You know what the meaning of form. It is used to collect users input, and let's see the key attributes of the form tag. Action attribute, method attribute, ENC type attribute, name attribute, target attribute. I will not explain more about it. You can just see it. Yes, you can just take a screen. Wait, you can just take a screenshot of it, and you can later on also what you can see. This is a syntax of the form tag. Let's move on to form elements. The form elements, we have input element. The stable input element is the most used form element, and an input element can be displayed in many ways depending on the type attribute. For here are some examples like type input text displays a single line text input field. Input type radio displays a radio button for selecting one or many choices, and input type checkbox displays a checkbox for selecting zero or many choices, and submit is used to display submit button for submitting a form, and button is used to display a clickable button. You can see here text field. The input type text defines a single line input field. You can see this is the code, and let me show you a quick example of it. Let's see a quick example of it. Here you can see I have already written it. You could type your name, whatever. It will just take your input, and that's for text field. I have forgot to mention about stable forms types, or we can say some of the following are the form elements: input element, label element, select element, text area, button, field set element, legend element, data list element, output element, option element, and option group element. We will learn of about few of them. This enroll it. Text field I have told you previously. So let's go towards our label element. Label elevator tag, we can say, defines a label for many forms. It is useful for screen readers because the screen reader will read out loud the label when the user focuses on the input element. The form attribute of the label tag should be equal to the ID attribute of the input element to bind them together. You can see label. This is the label tag, and we enroll here. C4 attribute of the label tag should be equal to the ID. You can see here, and let me go downside. I will tell you about it after showcasing with the text area. Select element defines a drop-down list. You can see this is select element and it defines a drop-down list to showcase a drop-down list. If you move on to text area, then you can see it defines a multi-line input. For example, you can see I have written text area name and this is the value message. You can see 10 is the value, close friend 30, and the message is this cat was playing, and you can see the output in this the cat was playing in the garden like this. It will come as for the button element. It defines a clickable button, so here you can see the code, and it will show output like this. Let's see, and if you go to field set and legends, field set element is a group for related data in a form. The legend element defines a caption for the field set element. So I will show you a quick example of it. You can just see here the personalia. Uh, this is the code. I just quickly view it, and this is the output. The You can see we have used the field set, legend, and label tag I have used and type. So this legend gives a caption like personalized caption, and the field set is the data inside this personally is kept inside the field set. The legend also is under the field set. So you can understand by this. Data list elements. Data list elements specifies a list of predefined options for an input element. Users will see a drop-down list like this. You can see the drop-down list, and they are predefined options in the input data. Like you can see a checkbox, and if you click here, it will show a drop-down menu. And the code is this. You can just take a screenshot of it. And moving on to output element. Output elements represent the result of a calculation, like one powered by script. So, if you are confused or scared by seeing this calculation, don't be scared. I have shown it for only for knowing, because you don't need to know it just now, because I have used PSP also for this. It's just a code. I will just shortly run it so you can know. The code is this, you can see, and the output is this. It performs a calculation. Like if I increase or decrease the option, you can see it performs calculation. So, as I don't have the basic file, so this is the function of output element. And moving on, let's move on to form attributes, or we can say the input attribute. As the input attributes, here are some basic attributes. And wait, I will just zoom it a little bit. You can see it, or you can just take a screenshot of it. I have some basic attributes for behaviors and additional attributes. You will learn it when you practice, but also you can just take a quick screenshot of it. Embedding videos. To embed videos in HTML, you can use the video tag and along with the various attributes to control its behavior. You can see the syntax or example. And attribute for video, we can use following attributes. SRC, this SRC attribute, this specifies the URL of the video file. Example, visual.mp4. And width, we can change the width of the video player, hide or It will automatically also adjust if we don't mention it. And control attribute displays the video controls such as play, pause, volume, etc. Autoplay, it automatically starts playing the video when the page loads. Loop causes the video to automatically start over from the beginning when it reaches the end. Preload specifies whether the video should be loaded when the page loads, like auto metadata none. And the video you can see I have written all in this video. Video width, which shows the width attribute, and we show the autoplay loop. Uh, and source SRC shows the URL. It's a type. You can see video, and this is the content what it will write, and slash video is the closing tag. In this way, you can just code. Here are some practice questions that you can practice. I have commented the link of these questions, and so you can practice from there. Few questions, and if you have any query, then you can comment down. And if you want solutions, I have also kept as answer key, so you can just see the answer key if you don't know solution, or if you want to tell me to explain the solution, then I will make a new video if you want.